The idea that you should go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, get out of debt, and invest long-term in the stock market is outdated. Why save money when governments are printing trillions? Inflation erodes savings, and the wealth gap between the rich and poor keeps widening. It's not just about money. You need to see the bigger picture. Inside all of us are three mindsets: the poor mindset, the middle-class mindset, and the rich mindset. Most people are conditioned to seek job security and a steady paycheck. That's what school teaches, how to become an employee, not how to create wealth. My rich dad never paid me. He believed a paycheck traps you into a mindset of dependency. My poor dad, a government worker, thought this was crazy, but my rich dad wanted me to become independent and self-reliant. That's what entrepreneurship is: a mindset, skill set, and a set of rules completely different from that of employees or small businesses. When I left my job at Xerox, I received a bonus check, my last ever paycheck. It felt both exciting and scary. A colleague told me I'd fail and come back. I told him, maybe I will fail, but I'm never coming back. That's the entrepreneurial mindset. You burn the bridges behind you. I didn't have money for years, but that pressure pushed me to grow. Without a paycheck, you're forced to be smarter, tougher, and more creative. It tests your values. Will you stay honest, or will you cut corners? True entrepreneurs find out who they really are through struggle. Too many people focus only on themselves and their short-term problems. But if you look at the bigger picture, you'll realize every bad event creates an opportunity if you're prepared. If you think the next 20 years will be like the past 20, you're in for a rude awakening. People watch expiration dates on milk, but they don't check the expiration date on their thinking. The old financial advice is expired. I use debt strategically. I recently refinanced $300 million at a lower interest rate and now make more money because my cost of borrowing has dropped. Most people are told to avoid debt, but the wealthy learn how to use it to their advantage. When I returned from Vietnam in 1973, my rich dad told me to study real estate, not just property, but how to leverage debt and understand taxes. That's how the rich get richer, while the poor and middle class get poorer. High-earning professionals like doctors often pay huge taxes on their income. A doctor friend recently told me he made $1 million, but paid $750,000 in taxes. As an entrepreneur, I can earn $1 million and keep most of it. Why? Because I don't earn by working for money. Instead, I build businesses and invest in real estate. This gives me control over my income and tax liabilities. For every $1 million I earn, I invest in real estate and borrow 4x that amount from the bank. That's $4 million working for me. This is how debt works in my favor. The banking system hurts the average person, but works for people who understand how to play the game. When money is printed excessively, savers and employees suffer, while those who use debt wisely prosper. Again, debt and taxes are tools that can either crush or empower you. The old ideas, school, jobs, savings, and stock market investing don't work like they used to. Everything changed in 1971 when Nixon took the U.S. off the gold standard. Since then, money has been debt. So should we eliminate education altogether? No education is more important than ever, but the traditional system is outdated. With information doubling every 18 months thanks to Moore's Law, knowledge becomes obsolete fast. By the time you graduate, what you learned may already be irrelevant.